So today at the Paris Drum Show, my performance was I played Ellie songs for 30 minutes, but I also had video that was running in real time. Hopefully, people could see the context of what it means to do what I do for a living, and that is playing for, in that instance, Ellie Goulding. Because music is subjective, art is subjective. My approach to that as a musician, as a drummer, is not just flair and chops and filling space with notes and energy. There's a place for that, of course. My approach is using technology and sampling and playing those electronic drum parts and it not being on track and it being me, a human, playing it. And I wanted people today at the show to try and get that idea without me speaking French, because I can't speak French, without discussing it like this, which takes a long time to try and explain. So hopefully today at the show they got a little glimpse of what it looks like to do my job on a stage in an arena. But I'm now going from rehearsal room to rehearsal room, but as a musical director, working with other really good artists, helping them put their shows together. I have an artist called Clean Bandit who's in the UK today on their first night of their UK tour. So things are really good and really busy. We're touring with Ellie again next year. My life is live. I work in the live environment, so I'm not really a studio player as such. But I have a recording studio of my own, and I'm home a little bit more now, so I'm investing time into that. I'm a vintage drum enthusiast, so I've got all these amazing drums that I'm looking forward to recording and playing when I get home. Yeah, all my work at the minute is working with new artists as a musical director, putting their shows together, getting them ready, getting them out on tour, and then move on to the next thing. Yeah, I play a Gretsch Broadcaster, which is... I've been playing Gretsch for a long time, 8 or 9 years, and they've been great with me. But the Gretsch Broadcaster is my favourite of the kits I've played of theirs, because it's the closest sounding thing that I've got to all the vintage drums that I own, which is the perfect sound for me. So the Broadcaster feels like an old Gretsch from the 50s and 60s, it just does. And it feels really cool to have that on a pop gig, something that sounds vintage. I use DW hardware, Vic Firth sticks, Remo heads, big fat snare drum, I use all that gear. Zildjian cymbals, again I use big hi-hats, 2 16-inch K special dry crashes as hi-hats, which sounds crazy for a pop thing, but I think it's really cool. And then Roland really, the electronic side of it, is a big part of my setup. On an early show, I would spend 40% of the show playing electronics. Maybe even more. So like PD8s and SPSXs and KT10s, triggers, that kind of thing. But I use that all over MIDI, so it's not... the SPSX doesn't have any sounds in it at all. It's all in Ableton Live via MIDI connection. Yeah, loads of gear.